Hi YouTubers, just want to talk to you all about beams and vertical antennas, you know, what's best for what. Well, I had a beam many moons ago. It's a 3-element Sky Searcher, and at the time I thought that's going to be pretty crap, because there was a 4-element one which I couldn't quite afford on the day, you know. I bought it from Truck King in Watford when they was down there. And then there was other antennas out, like the PDL2, Moonraker 4, Moonraker 6, and you know, there's probably others as well. But they were like the big common ones that I can remember. Anyway, cut a long story short, I bought this thing, ran it flat side. Now just bear in mind, if you do get one, if you try and use it locally and you're running flat side, your signal is going to be down, even if you're pointing it at your mate's sort of antenna, you know. I never did use mine vertically, but what I can tell you is I used it flat side and it was absolutely brilliant. Not only did it cut down the amount of noise, you know, you could point it, say, at the States, put out a few calls, and if you could hear them, they could hear you, that type of thing. And just for the newbies, you know, people who've never had a beam, don't really understand them or whatever, what a beam does is basically point your power, or the majority of it, in a certain direction. Because a lot of you may well have noticed that if you're flicking around, say, the mid-block, then you might only hear 1 or 2 stations. Most of them are using some sort of beam, and that really is the difference when you skip talking. You know, you can punch out in one direction as opposed to, you know, using a vertical where most of your signal gets sort of radiated, you know, all the way around the compass. Well, that's basically it, you know. I think beams are great. I may well even get one for taking up the hills, because I'm not having great success at the moment. So I like to try and, you know, run flat foot if I can. It's dark outside now, by the way. I'm surprised the camera's still picking out, but it's doing well. Yeah, got big advantages with a beam if you want to go DXing. You know, if you've got the room and thinking about it, I recommend you get one. And if you're thinking of, you know, upgrading your vertical, I think the best one out there at the moment, now I'm not giving these a plug because I've got one, or, you know, I'm doing a review for a shop or anything. But I know 3 or 4 people have got the Sirio Gainmaster after having things like the IMAX, the Sirio 827 and the Antron 99 and they've all done better with the Sirio Gainmaster, so there you go. If they were easier to put together, I'd probably get one myself and take it up the hills, you know. But tomorrow, just to update you all, I'm going to have my VHF set with me. It's a little Yaesu 1802 if you want to Google that. It's quite an old 2-metre rig. And I'm going to put a few calls out on a few of the repeaters around here and just see what happens. I might even get my mate Roger to arrange a sked if Roger's, you know, not busy. Hi Roger, by the way, if you're watching. For those who may be interested, I've just got on the M1 northbound, so, you know, I will have to keep my eyes on the road, and if I sort of ramble a little bit, as usual, we'll have to sort of bear with me. Just about to get on now. I can't remember who it was that told me about the wireless mic. Thanks for that. I still can't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But that and the Wilson 5000 probably have to wait till after Christmas. You know, because I don't want to waste too much money. I want to spend some on beer as well, do you know what I mean? Anyway, look out for tomorrow's video. It won't be Friday. You'll probably get to see it on Saturday or Sunday, because quite a few people have asked about VHF, you know, how to put a call out on a repeater or whatnot. So if you haven't already, and you just sort of, this is the first video you found, I'm going to do, and this is to all my subscribers, probably a new sort of chapter in my channel, and it will basically be me driving along, either chatting on the rig or chatting about the rig. I quite fancy that. Probably have the camera either pointing at the rig or out the window or whatever, just so you keep looking at my ugly mug with me Benny hat on. So keep doing what you're doing, guys. If you can't be good, be careful and all that. And see you soon. Thanks for watching, everyone.